Hello friends, welcome to Learn Easy. We will discuss market failure and market equilibrium. A market failure is an adverse outcome in which the forces of supply and demand fail to achieve balance, leading to an inefficient distribution of goods and services in the free market. For understanding market failure, we must understand market equilibrium. The economy of a country or any place depends on the market demand and market supply of goods and services. The demand curve shows how much people are willing to purchase a particular product. The supply curve shows the supply of the product which the producers or suppliers are willing to sell within a given period and at the given market price. The market equilibrium takes place when the market demand curve intersects the market supply curve, giving us the equilibrium price and equilibrium quantity for which the commodity can be sold and purchased in an economy. The demand curve shows how much people are willing to purchase a particular product. The supply curve shows the supply of that product which the producers or suppliers are willing to sell within a given period at the given market price. In figure, x-axis represents quantity and y-axis represents price. The supply curve and the demand curve intersects at E. E is equilibrium point, so market is equilibrium at price P and quantity Q. When the market equilibrium is achieved, it is generally assumed that the allocation of resources is done efficiently. It is also assumed that there is just a distribution of income and resources in the economy, which gives the optimum output that is beneficial for the society and the producer as well. In the other words, market equilibrium is the phenomenon in which market supply and demand balance each other. Market failure happens when the market cannot stay in equilibrium. Market failure happens when the market cannot allocate the resources in a correct format so that equilibrium quantity and the equilibrium price of a commodity to be achieved. A market failure has a negative effect on the economy due to the non-optimal allocation of resources. In other words, the social costs to manufacture the goods or services, that is all the opportunity costs of input resources used in the creation, is not minimized. This also leads to the wastage of resources. For instance, the common argument regarding the minimum wage laws. The law sets wages above the prevalent market clearing wage to raise the market wages. Enacting the regulation would lead employers to hire fewer minimum wage employees than before due to the higher wage cost. The higher wage cost lead to more minimum wage laborers becoming unemployed, resulting in a social cost that caused the market failure. If you find the topic interesting and helpful, may please subscribe my channel and press the notification bell if yet not done earlier. Whenever there is a free market, the market equilibrium is supposed to exist. When the market itself cannot correct its failure, then the government interferes in the free market operations to correct the market failure. Two of the main important tools which the government uses in a free market: first, taxation, which is being imposed to correct the externalities; second, subsidy, that helps those who creates positive externalities in the economy. Taxation on products. Imposing a tax on products, indirect taxes with negative externalities can discourage its production and consumption. For example, a tax on tobacco will make it expensive to produce and consume. In the diagram, a tax has been imposed on a product, causing its supply to shift from S to S1. The price rises from P to P1. Because of the additional tax amount, the quantity traded in the market falls from Q to Q1. Subsidies. A subsidy is a grant, financial aid on products that have a positive externalities. Subsidizing, for example, cooking gas for the poor will increase the living standard of the population. In the diagram, a subsidy has been imposed on a good, causing its supply to shift from S to S1. It results in a fall in price from P to P1 and subsequently an increase in the quantity traded in the market from Q to Q1. Movements along a demand or supply curve of a good only happen because of a direct change in price of the good. Changes caused by any other factor, tax and subsidy included, is represented by a shift of the curves. Thank you for watching the video.